equal versus equivalent sets. Symbolically, we represent equal sets as A equals B and equivalent sets as A with a tilde B. Now, equal sets mean that they are the same set. They contain the same elements. Sets are equivalent if they don't necessarily have to include the same elements, but they have the same number of elements, so they have the same cardinality. Example, equal, equivalent, or neither, number 1. Determine if the following pairs of sets are equal, equivalent, or neither. Part A, we have two sets. Set E, which is equal to the set 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and the set F, which equals or contains fork, spoon, knife, meat thermometer, can opener. So clearly these two sets are not equal, but are they equivalent? So if we think of N of E, let me just move this over here. So N of E equals 5. 5 elements in the set E. N of F, well, how many things are there in that set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N of E and N of F are both 5, which means that these are equivalent. They're not equal because they contain different elements, but they are equivalent because they contain the same number of elements. Part B, the empty set and the set of prime numbers less than 2. Well, the empty set is exactly, well, empty. It has 0 items in it. So N of the empty set equals 0. And then whatever we want to call this set over here, I'm going to call it A. The set of prime numbers less than 2. So N of A, well, let's see, how many prime numbers are there that are less than 2? Well, the first one is 2, actually, so there aren't any that are less than 2. So N of A is also equal to 0. So I can actually say that they are equivalent. However, it's more than that, because both these sets are empty, and so they're actually equal. They contain the same things. So this is equal and equivalent. Equal and equivalent. So if two sets are equal, then they, by default, they have to have the same number of elements if they have the same elements. So if something is equal, it's also equivalent. But if something's equivalent, it does not mean that it is equal. Example, equal, equivalent, or neither, number 2. Determine if the following pairs of sets are equal, equivalent, or neither. Part A, are these sets equal? You have the set containing 4, 6, 8 equal to the set containing 8, 9, and 2. These are not equal. So, no, they are not equal. Because some of the elements are different, right? So they both contain the element 8, but they don't both contain the element 9, for instance. All right. Part B, are the two sets equivalent for the set containing 4, 6, 8 and the set containing 8, 9, 2? Why, yes. Their cardinal value, both of them have a cardinality of 3. They are not the same elements, though, so they are equivalent but not equal. Part C. Given the sets C being the set containing C, A, T, and T being the set containing T, A, C, are C and T equivalent, equal, or neither? Well, they contain the same number of elements, so they're definitely at least equivalent. But they actually contain the same elements. So these two sets are equal and equivalent.